Okay, test, time now. 11:35:39 Zulu, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.9 on board. Skull and 360 degrees, en route Eglin Delta. We've got the Wi-Fi system up. We're hooked into DocsBox on the wings right now. Going up to settings, pulling up the auto calibration wizard. Weights and everything are correct. Let's see if we can get a continue without a reboot. And we've got a reboot. So we're going to stand by 20 seconds. And then we're just going to refresh the screen. System should be back up. We just created another log file. And first item on the agenda today is going to be to auto-calibrate the dirt cheap probe in the wing. All right, refreshing the screen now. Trim here just a little bit. Trying to expedite test. Everything is looking good. We're in a flap 0 condition for this first one. Go ahead and we'll pull up the decel display. And we're going to get set. Let's accelerate out to a DNO condition here. We'll just do this in the corridor northbound. We've got 2992 sets. (11:36:58), 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.7 on board, approaching BNO. Off on the altitude, we'll fix that. We got a good boom. We got a good camera. Check left 7 degrees to heading at 360. Stand by Dynon 3. Wait a minute. Make sure we got a live wire. We got a live wire. We're now up on the record page of the phone. Stand by Dynon 3, 2, 1.
Dynon.
Record. Power's coming back to idle. Nice slow power pull. Maintaining my altitude here as we slide into the green band. Allowing the airplane to do what it wants to do based on trim. Beginning to put in a little bit of back pressure now just to control the altitude. Ball's good. Power's approaching idle. This is as smooth a pull as I can make. And coming on with the trim now. A little bit of a descent going in the top of the green band, not too worried about it. We're just going to accept this calibration for what it is. And just working on the smoothness of the pole, holding 100 feet low now. Tune your trim. Go ahead and stop trim on speed. Alright, stop trim, continue with back pressure. And our pitch rate going. Top of the green band, altitude is steady at 100 feet low. And there's our stall. Looking down, good record. Okay, not a bad calibration at all. So let's go ahead first and fly our airplane. Okay, climbing back up here. And we're going to go ahead and let's get a photo of this. Get that. We're going to save that data to the file. And I'm going to go ahead and save the calibration. Error, could not save calibration. Try again. Okay, I'm going to try it again. All right, not sure what's going on, if we saved it or not. We've got a good photo, though. We'll manually program it if we have to. Let's go up here and go to settings, and I'm going to go to system configuration. I'm looking at system configuration now. 13, 4, 21.7, 3.5. Let's go back to our photo and check that. Oops. All right, 3.05, 4.2, 21.7, 6.79. Okay, that looks good. It looks like it's saved. Let's go back here to system configuration, 6.79. It did save. Looking good. All right, we've got that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit save down at the bottom. Just to be double dog sure. Okay. Waiting on it. Error, could not save new configuration. Try again. Going back in here. Going back to system configuration. Timeout. Okay, I just forced a CPU reset. Let's go into settings, system configuration one more time. I'm not sure if we've got that in there. Okay, it's in there. I'm not going to hit save this time. We're going to assume it's good to go. All right, so Doc's box is now calibrated. Okay, next step is to go ahead and find the on-speed network. Okay, now I'm connecting to on-speed. That's our V2 network in the cockpit. And we're going to repeat that experiment for the V2 system. I've got a good connection now. All right, pulling up our Wi-Fi. Looking good, going to the AOA calibration wizard. And our weights and everything are good. Now I'm talking to the V2 box, so I'm going to hit the continue button. Okay, we didn't get a reboot that time. V2 box is rock solid so far today, and we're getting set up for our first run. So we're going to calibrate our V2 box. Time now, 11:41:43, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.2 on board. Scullin 360, we're in the airspace. There is no other traffic this morning so far. We got a good boom, and we got a good camera. Accelerating to VNO. And we're going to use the exact same calibration technique for the V2 as we did for the dirt cheap probe. So basically we'll be apples and apples with the Dynon and the dirt cheap probe. Standby airspeed. We got enough MOA left to the north to pull this off. And airspeed's looking good. 11:42:36, 66 degrees, 29.1. Data mark 3, 2, 1. Wait a minute. Sorry about that. Pull up the live wire. Okay, live wire is up. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
On speed disabled.
Okay, bad double clutch on my part.
On speed enabled.
Data mark 3, 2, 1.
On speed disabled.
Okay, having trouble with the finger this morning.
Data mark.
And record. And beginning run. That was brutal. And nice slow power pull. Letting the airplane do what it wants to do trim-wise. Basically replicating the technique we used with the Doc's box. Emphasizing altitude primarily. Starting to increase my back pitch rates. And coming on with the trim. Accepting a little bit of descent in here as we increase the pitch rates. Only about 20 feet low on this one. Got a little proficiency on that last one. Still sculling 360, and we're continuing to trim as we pull. We'll stop trim on speed. And I've disabled the on-speed system so we don't have a tone. That's fine. We're just going to do this looking at the airspeed indicator. Down about 100 feet. And anticipating the need for increased back pressure. And here we go.
2 Tower Egg on 26915 out here.
All right, there we go. And we got a good record. And we got a good curve. Let's get the on-speed system back up.
On speed enabled.
Okay, excellent. Starting to climb back up. We got a nice tight curve, 0.9988. Everything's looking good. Go ahead and get a photograph of that. Whoops. All right, there's our screenshot. Going to save that data to the file, downloading, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to save that calibration. So we saved that calibration. Success. Calibration was saved. I like that feedback, Lenny. Looking good. I'm just going to go over here to system configuration real quick. And everything is looking good. Excellent. Okay. We don't need to do anything at this point except fly the airplane. All right. We're talking to the on-speed box for now. Doesn't really matter. We're going to go ahead and secure the phone, and now we're going to get some transient response data that we can compare for both probes simultaneously. Okay, time now, 11:45, 44 Zulu, 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.8 on board and a hook to heading of 180 north end to Delta. And let's push it up, and let's just get a simple 1G stall. And we'll take it all the way in from Vmax. So basically, what we're seeing on a calibration run. And we only have data in the wing for flaps 0 right now. This is just going to be a flaps 0 experiment today. And let's start accelerating on out to VNO condition. Time now 11:46:33, 63 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.7 on board. All temp is nominal. We got a good boom. We got a good camera. We're heading 180 degrees, 5,000 feet pressure altitude. And we're accelerating on out to VNO condition, and this will be a 1G stall. All right, looking good. And approaching VNO. Stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, let's do our slow power reduction like we normally do during a cal. Holding the pitch picture. Holding the trim. Middle of the green band. Just going to hold our altitude on this one. Top of the green band. Power is at idle. Mixture is back. And using the trim to help control altitude. Squeezing the ball. Got a little descent going. Reaching the pitch rate slightly. Just to hold altitude. Top of the green band. So a little slow in the decel, about 1.5 knots. I expect as we get closer to the stall, we're going to be closer to 1 knot. That seems to be a trend item. And right on altitude. And our decel rate is slowing. Approaching that 1 knot per second. Good tone. Continuing to trim. On speed condition now. Transitioning to stick. A little fast on the decel rate. Failed to anticipate the need for increased back pressure, 100 feet low. And there's our stall. Alrighty, we'll just use an AOA recovery. Nice easy turn here to a heading of 360. We're going to repeat that maneuver. See if we can do a little better with a pitch rate increase at the end. And we'll move on to our next maneuver. Starting an easy right turn for airspace to heading at 360. Perfect morning to get this done, and so far the airspace is quiet. There's our 5,000 feet. Leveling at 5,000 feet, we'll keep the easy turn coming. Power's up at mill. And we'll get accelerated on out here to a VNO condition. This will be a 1G stall on a heading at 360. Time now 11:49:47. 64 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.4 on board. Stand by airspeed. Good boom. Good camera. Nominal engine. On parameters. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
On speed disabled.
Okay, I am just screwing that up by the numbers.
On speed enabled.
And data mark 3, 2, 1.
On speed.
Okay, what am I doing wrong today? All right, got a flasher. Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Good data mark. Data mark is a long push back. All right, bring the power back to idle. Nice and slow.
Brando 079 approach, catch altimeter 3016.
All right, working on the sensitive altimeter now. Helping with the trim. Mixture's set. We just need to anticipate that increased pitch rate. Once our decel rate gets down around a knot per second. Looking good. Up about 10 feet. Approaching LVD max. That's our auto set point, LVD max. Looks good. Continue to trim tune on speed condition. Set point looks good, Lenny, by the way. There's our on speed. Now we need to increase that back pitch rate. Hold that altitude right on it. Perfect. Perfect. There's our stall. Okay, that was a good run. Okay, we can transition to the next maneuver now. Start an easy hook to the right. Actually, we'll go north just a little bit. And next maneuver is going to be some vertical S's. So let's go down to 4,500 feet pressure altitude. That way we'll capture 5,000 in the middle. Been a while since I've flown these, so it may take a time or two to get proficient. All right, we're looking at 1152.44 Zulu, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 28 gallons on board. And this will be a 3G vertical S. Start this from a nominal cruise condition. Head north to the north end of the mole. We'll hook south to start our run. And what we're going to be looking for is symmetry in here. I want to go ahead and pull up the primary display, and that's only so I've got access to the G's over here on the right side of the M5. Make it a little easier to fly. So we're at 4,500 feet pressure altitude now. Outside air temperature is 67 degrees Fahrenheit. 27.9 on board, hooking right to heading a 180. I got about 21.5 inches of manifold pressure set for cruise, and about 160 indicated. Starting the right turn. Let the airplane stabilize on parameters, and then we'll begin our maneuver. Okay, we're going to leave our power alone for this. So we got about 21.5 set by about 2,400 RPM. Fix our altitude here. Stand by down at Mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
And beginning maneuver. This will be a smooth 3G pull. There's 3. Actually 2.5. Getting slow over the top. Real slow over the top. That's interesting. Haven't done one of those in a while. Okay. We're just going to call that a little bit of a Humpty Bump and recover at 4,500 feet. And too slow with the pull, but that's still going to give us some interesting data to look at. Okay. Let's bring our power back to about 20 inches. And this time we're just going to fly it looking outside. We're going to accept the G load we get. Back up to 4,500 feet. That last one will give us some really good negative pushover data up at the top. And we're looking at about 158 indicated. Time now, 11:55:47, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. 27.6 on board, 4,500 foot pressure altitude, Scullin 180, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Okay, just giving it a healthy pull. There's 30 up. And ease into a half. There's a half G. $20 down. And nice easy pull. 30 up. Ease into a half G. $20 down. Nice easy pull, about 3 Gs. There's 30 up. Little energy gain in this. There's our half G. $20 nose low. Easy pull. There we go. About 3 Gs. 30 up. $20 down. Easy pull. 3 Gs. 30 up. Half G. There's 20 down. Easy pull. 3 Gs. 30 up. Half G. There's 20 down. Easy pull, about 30 Gs, 3 Gs. There's our 30 and half G. Okay, we'll go ahead and recover. At 4,500 feet. Pretty much energy neutral there. Yep, disregard. 5,500 feet, energy gain. 1,000 feet. All right, let's take it back down. Actually, we'll keep it up here at 5,500 feet. Hooking right for airspace. Let's get a quick wind-up turn here. I am woefully unprepared to fly all these maneuvers today. Proficiency sortie is probably going to be required. But this will give us a really, really good first look of our G display up here. Actually, let's go to this display. And I'm going to go to our sustained G-load display. Let's see how useful that is in a wind-up turn. I've got all our data points on there. I see how that works. All right, we're at 5,500 feet pressure altitude. Let's push the power up just a little bit. Let's go to 21.5 inches. Best power is set. Time now, 11:59:05. 64 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.2 on board. That's going to work. We're going to try this display right here. Coming left, heading a 360. This will be a left-hand wind-up turn. And we'll try for 2 Gs on this first one. Stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
And begin maneuver. Working on 2 Gs. Accepting a little bit of altitude loss here, prioritizing G. Canceling a little bit. Got a little acceleration going. Power settings too high. Okay, we'll go ahead and terminate this one on a heading of 270. Set that up again. Coming right to a heading of 360. Let's go back up to 5,500 feet pressure altitude. Slow her down a little bit. Bring the power back for 2 Gs. See if we can't do it with a better stable airspeed. All right, there's corner. Hold corner for now. Stand by data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
And pushing the power up. Going for 2 Gs at corner. Corner, holding too fast. There's our 2 Gs. Airspeed is pretty stable, looking better. Airspeed stable, Gs are stable. Coming back on the power. Adjusting the lift vector up slightly. Picking up a couple of knots here. 2 Gs is looking good. Airspeed's looking reasonably good. Power is coming back. 42, MIPL 143 at 2 Gs. Holding. And there's our 500 feet away on altitude. We'll terminate on heading at 360. And terminating. Okay, looking good. And we'll try for 3 Gs. And we'll maintain corner. Right to heading at 090 for airspace. Back up to 5,500 feet. There's our 5,500 feet. We'll get fat in the airspace and we'll get set up for our next one. And we'll look for 3 Gs at corner. All right, we got a good camera. We got a good boom. We've been airborne 31 minutes, 55 seconds. Left tank is feed. Boost pump is secure. Engine's nominal. A little fast. On a corner. Okay, time now, 12:03:12, 63 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.7 on board. Slow in the corner. Could be a 3 G windup. And approaching corner. Stand by data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Good data mark corner. 3 Gs. Power, power, power. Getting slow. Slow. Slow and low on the Gs. Gonna hold it. All right, going to mill power. 2.5 Gs. Hold mill power 2.5 Gs. Stable at about 110. Let's hold this. Working for 2.5 Gs, easing.
Test 1, 2.
2.5. Coming up on our 500 feet. Not super stable. And let's knock it off on a heading at 270. Okay, we'll maintain mill power next time. Start with a little more smash. Shoot for 3 Gs. Well, temp is looking good at 188. Leveling at 5,500 feet. No power condition. We're just going to make this a brake turn. Stand by data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, braking left. Looking for 3. There's 3, a little fat. Maintaining corner. Looking good. Coming up on our 500 feet. A little high on the Gs, but we're going to keep it. All right, knock it off, heading 360. Okay. That'll give us an interesting cross-section of maneuvers. Let's get one more vertical S. Down to 4,500 feet. teardrop left. We get a good boom. We get a good camera. We've been airborne 34 minutes, 56 seconds, level at 4,500 feet. Time now 12:05. Well, make it 12:0602. 66 degrees Fahrenheit. 26.2 on board. Heading 180. This will be a vertical S. About 20 inches or so. She's back to best power. Accelerate on out here to whatever condition we get at this power setting, and we'll begin maneuver. Expect we'll gain a little energy. We're going to find out. Stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, begin maneuver. There's 30 up. Half G. Down. 30 up. Half G. 20 down. 30 up. Half G. 20 down.
G limit.
30 up. Pretty aggressive pull there. Half G. 20 down. 30 up. Half G. 30 up. G. And we'll terminate at 5,500 feet. Okay, that's going to be plenty to look at.
Tango. Eglin Air Force Base, information Tango, weather at 1156 Zulu, automated observation, wind 010 at 5, visibility 10, sky clear below 12,000, temperature 16, dew point 12, altimeter 3015, pressure altitude minus 127, density altitude plus 148, runway 12 in use. Expect RNAV approach, runway 12. Runway 19er closed. Advise on initial contact. You have information Tango. Eglin Air Force Base.
Radar 7 Bravo Romeo, RTB Ruckle Tango.
7 Bravo Romeo, roger.
And verify, south quarter is approved at 4.5 for 7 Bravo Romeo.
7 Bravo Romeo, south quarter 5 approved.
Copy that. Proceeding field 2 direct. All right, we got that done before anybody else got up here. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and secure the camera.